All right, so for our class, as I mentioned, this is the last official class period we have together. Wednesday, you'll be taking, the majority of you taking the exam. The exam Wednesday will be at 1 o'clock, even though the College Board site says noon. It's here at Oaks, it's at 1 o'clock. And you'll either be in Disciples Chapel or you'll be in Bedrosian. And they're gonna have just signs with your names posted. So get here a little bit early. If, I don't know, they may even send out an email, let you know, I don't know. But if not, just get here a little early, go to Disciples Chapel. There'll be a list of names. If you're not there, you're over in Bedrosian. That's the only two places that the physics test will be proctored. Get a little bit early because they want to start at 1. They don't want like people showing up at 1 and then they're trying to get everything and then they don't get started until 1:30 or something. They want to try to start at 1. So make sure you're a little bit early, find your spot. Make sure you have writing utensils and a fully charged calculator so you don't run out during the test. You can use the calculator on the multiple choice and free response sections, so have it ready. In the test packet, you will get the answer, or not the answer sheet, the formula sheet. Be nice if you got the answer sheet, but no, you're gonna get the formula sheet with all the equations. And they are gonna have rulers. They actually borrowed them from the lab here. So you'll have some rulers there in case you needed to draw graphs and stuff on your FRQs part. And assuming that they follow the normal sequence this year, College Board traditionally has done multiple choice first, 50 questions, and I know there will be 50 questions. I know you'll get 90 minutes. And usually the multiple choice has been proctored first. Then you get a 15-20 minute break. And then the FRQs, there's 5 FRQs. Traditionally, the last several years, it's been short, long, long, short, short is the pattern of the FRQs. There's always, and they guarantee this as well, there's always at least one that's a paragraph length response. There's always at least one that's an experiment-based question. And then there's always at least one that's quantitative, qualitative reasoning, where you're either going to be solving something with number answers or solving something for an equation in variables, which is probably more likely. Most of the questions that are numbers based, where you're plugging the numbers into an equation and getting an actual numerical answer, most of those show up in the multiple choice. Free response traditionally tends to be more of those, solve this question, but no numbers, just solve it for this variable in terms of these other variables, like we've practiced some this year. And you'll have 90 minutes for the free response portion as well. So it'll probably be around 3.5 hours from check-in to being finished if you use the entire time, starting at 1 o'clock. On Wednesday morning and any day that you're taking an AP exam, you're not required to attend your classes. And because it especially is the AP physics exam, they're for sure not requiring you to be here Wednesday morning, even though it is an A day. However, I will be here. So if you want to come by and ask some last minute questions, or if you want to email me and say, hey, Mr. Webb, can you turn on the Zoom at 9 o'clock or whatever? And then you can ask me questions. I'll be available all morning. I'll probably try to come over and just wish you guys luck as you're heading into the room, but I can't be in both places. So I'll kind of just pop around, and see as many of you as I can as you're getting ready. But I can't be at the test site while you're testing. They don't let the teachers proctor it. So they don't want to put you or me at any risk of being tempted for me to help you, because obviously I want you to do well. So we can't be there. So, but I'll try to slip by and say hi to as many of you as you can. But we don't have anything going on formally that day. And then after that, we don't have class because our exam's done and you're not studying for the AP exam anymore because it's over. So you're welcome to come by anytime. I'll be here. If you're working on some of those grade redemption kind of activities and you need help, feel free again, email me and say, hey, Mr. Webb, can I meet you at this time? Or hey, can you turn the Zoom on at this time? And I'm more than happy to get online or meet you in person and give you some assistance on that if you need it. Don't forget those grade redemption or grade improvement opportunities are due by May 20th. So you got some time, but since we're not going to be meeting, I want to make sure you hear that reminder one more time because we won't be seeing each other regularly after today. So make sure, well, I guess a couple of you will see an EE, but, but for most people, I won't be seeing you regularly after today. Any questions about May 5th before I give just a couple minutes on? I'm not going to speak very much on June 9th, but any questions about what we're doing in class or the May 5th test date, what to do? All right. Obviously, like I said, if you have questions that come up, feel free to let me know later. So for June 9th, I think there's a couple students that are doing the June 9th test. So let me show you something on Axis real quick. I bet it's going to make me log in again. All right, you guys on Zoom seeing the Axis screen showing up? Okay. So if you're taking the June 9th test, you need to download the app that they'll be using for the testing protocol. Yeah, goodness gracious. And I have put a link to where you can download the app on Axis, if Axis will ever open.
3 times, it won't work.
There we go. All right, so if you go to the bulletin board page, period 2, down here in the news, you can see download site for AP Online app. Here's the link. If you click on the link, it's going to refresh this page too, apparently. I always try to open them early so it's quicker, and then they always just want to reload anyway. So if you go to this page, linked from the bulletin board of Axis, goodness, it's not even a secure page. Why do I have to verify who I am? All right, eventually this will work. Here we go. So you'll go to this page if you hit that link on the bulletin board page, and there's the Windows version, there's the Mac version. And once you have it downloaded and installed on your computer, you can see that it requires 100 megabytes of disk space, I guess 250 of disk space for the app and 100 more for when you're taking the exam. So it gives you everything you need. You need Mac OS 10.11, you need Windows 8 or later. So
it's got a virus in
Ah.
and then once you've downloaded it, see, where did it go here?
I don't know, 400 megabytes is a bit much.
Is it this one?
It's like half a gigabyte, isn't
It's not.
There we
it?
go.
I know.
All right, so on Zoom, are you guys seeing the app now on the screen? Okay, so on my exams, it won't have anything for me because I'm the teacher, but you should have the exam here if you've registered for it. And then on practice, it's a place here where you click it and it helps you set everything up, make sure your computer's working correctly. And then there's a demo where you can actually practice some problems. So if you're taking it on June 9th, make sure you install this, make sure you practice and get it ready so that you are good to go on June 9th. You got some time, but just want to make sure that you know the protocol there for the few of you that need that. So.
Okay. No, I was just making sure that we didn't have to.
Yeah, so for May 5th, you don't need it at all. It's all going to be paper, pencil, pen. Right, so any questions on test protocol or class protocol? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording because now we're going to start looking at the free response, or sorry, the multiple choice question.